Good morning, man. I wanted to start something off. I wanted to start the podcast off different. Just wanted to say good morning. So, good morning. How you doing? I hope your day is starting off to a great day, whatever time, whatever place you're in. If it's a good morning, and a good night, good evening, I pray that it's good. So yes, I'm here. I am here yet again with the Impact in You series. Sharing keys as always, and you know that what we do at the table, we're trying to make this life changing and an impact to not only just young men but also people around the world who have a struggle with communicating their ideas, values, and visions, and a hard time trying to just be real, a hard time being real and really looking yourself in the mirror. So thank you for joining, and I want to talk today. I don't know if this is the last one just yet, last episode, but I just want to say this right here, and if it is, it is. Um, I want to talk about not just friends, but being aware of what kind of person or what kind of people you have around you. I want to title this You Can't Handle This. I want to title this You Can't Handle This. So, I'm in a particular parts of my life, without giving any specific detail. There were people in my life who knew me, who I went to it. This is all happening in an uncertain place. This is like part two, but or part three. So I'm in an uncertain place, and people don't know who I am, but they know and they see what I can do, and so because of that, they've become my friend. And so there's those kinds of people in your life who don't really know who you are or where you came from, but all they know is that you have something good to offer. So in these situations, when trying to befriend somebody or trying to make somebody your friend or trying to have somebody close or just have this layer of outer circle, inner circle, associates, friends, and then family. And so with this first phase of friends, I want to be able to tell you that many times it shouldn't be sad to say, but it should be a realization that many times sometimes your friends are people that who you have met along the way in your premature state. Friends are born in uncertain places. Friends are born in a place where you are at your weakest point, but yet they help you in the midst of where you're going through and reference you to your promise, reference you to where you need to go, reference you to your affirmation and to who you believe. And that's something that I believe because I've had a friend in my life that has helped me and has seen me in all of my three layers and three pillars to who I am. I have a whole lot of people that may like me, that may love who I am, what I have to offer. But there's a few friends that I really have that I know who can carry very age range is it varies. It doesn't all have to be the same age range, but it varies and it's different. And it's because of the mere fact that you meet different people along the way. I don't know who you are. I don't know what your name is, but I want to tell you that you've been probably searching for people to be on your team, searching for people to be close with. You've probably been on a hiatus and haven't been trying to reach out to people because of past things that have happened and relationships that didn't work out because one, it's either they didn't know who you are, two, they didn't understand or they didn't know what you carried, or three, they didn't know what you would become. And it's kind of funny because I ran into a situation, me being a young black man, trying to make an impact in my own Flint community, and I am even by this. And so it's kind of crazy how people you run into new people, and especially in the Flint community, it's pretty. The air is pretty thick. So when you're trying to reach out and make partnerships, and I met a guy one time, and I reached out to him, and I said certain things about my dream and all this other stuff, and he was like, "Yeah, man, that's dope. Da 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 da. That's good." And then things started to be confused. I mean, I of course I was doing this from a perspective of, okay, I can control this relationship, but the one thing that is a deficiency when you look at that relationship, or you look at a relationship and you try to control it, is the fact that you only see the relationship from one pair of eyes. You only see the relationship from one set of eyes. You only see the relationship for what you can get out of it, from what you can benefit from. But that's not a bad thing, but that's not the only thing. The main thing is that you need to be in a place where, okay, for me, it's okay, God, who is this person in my life and what's their role? Because I understand that I've been placed here for a specific purpose and to have a specific mission here, to be able to help the world, to be able to impact change, to be able to share keys. So, and one of the main things to be able to share keys, you must first understand these three pillars, which is what I just said. Who are you? What do you carry? And what will you become? A lot of people can be, you know me. Oh yeah, we cool, we cool. But then when scenarios break out, you do this, you do something good in your life, you do something great, they start acting up because they never knew what you carried. They never knew what was inside of you that will one day come out. So those are the kind of people who are oblivious to the fact. Also, I wanted to share with you that there are also another kind of people that are not oblivious, but they're manipulative. They know who you are, so they use that against you. They know what you carry, so they want to make it lie dormant. And they know who you'll become, so they'll do whatever they can to try and slow down or stop the process. And I'm going to tell you right now, that is nobody but the enemy. And I want to really want to really let you know. So, for example, say that I've had an example like this too. I worked at I worked at a specific school, and I helped young men with mental health. If you need help with mental health in the city of Flint, I'm pretty sure that Mr. Conway is a great man to be able to partner with and associate yourself with, collaborating with Sean Hart. But I want to let you know I was a part of this program, and I was working at two sites. And one of the sites I worked at, we had a great time. Both sites we had a great time. This was crazy. It was super dope to be able to see these young men and their creativity and what they wanted to be when they grew up. So I would, throughout my day at this specific school, I would ask them, I'm like, what do you want to be? What do you want to be? How do you want to do it? And it wasn't the average orientation of a classroom. You know, these young men, were they loud? Yes, because they're young. Were they had full of energy? Yes, because they've been sitting down for over 7 hours. And so the next thing that we get into is the fact that a lot of people don't understand that young people are gonna be young. I don't feel that we should raise our young people in a way, or give our young people respect in a way that we allow them to be some type of soldier, to be some type of sergeant that follows A through Z. I feel like you're captivating their creativity and their dream capacity. So along the line, I'm teaching these young men. We're building a relationship, and I'm talking to them, and they've had a great respect for me. I mean, I have all the things that they wrote down. Some people said they want to be doctors. Some young men said they wanted to own a college or schools, and these are sixth graders, and these are people who 6 to 11 to 12, man. And I'm trying to tell you, this was a crazy experience to be able to see these young men and to communicate, collaborate. Oops, excuse me, and to collaborate so that we can be able to discuss our ideas, values, and visions. So the main thing, reason why I brought this up, Percy, why'd you bring this story up? So the reason why I brought this story up was because there was a person that was there was a person in management that talked to my superior and was like, "Yo, Percy, I need to talk to you." My boss, he tells me, he's like, "I need to come in." And so I'm like, "All right, man." I'm like, whatever you need. And he calls me and he's like, "Yeah, so the supervisor of that site," and this was really my site that I knew I was gonna have. It was a struggle, but I like challenges. So the challenge was really good, and I felt that I was doing a really good job. And anyways, my boss said, "Percy, the supervisor over that school said you're being too relational with these kids. Too relational. If you don't know what relational is, it means that you are too, you have too much connections. You have too much of a relatability relationship. You have too much of that going on with these young men. You need to be cut dry, brick and mortar. They don't need to be what they're doing." Now, I noticed how this particular person was watching me. I had different tactics. Instead of talking to them about communication or yelling at them, I took them outside and had them play basketball so that they can learn the necessity of communication. Because in basketball, that's the number one thing that you need, communication. If you don't communicate, then it'll just be a one-man show. When basketball is a team sport, a lot of sports are team sports. So the whole point of me mentioning this is the fact that there was somebody who didn't know who I am, but was threatened by what I carried and who I'll become. So I'll just leave you with this, man. Ask these major questions with the people that are around you. And if you're bold enough, ask them these questions. Are you with me for me? You grew up with me. You've been in my hometown. We've been close. We've been boys. We've been bro and sis for a while. Or are you with me because you have, and are you with me because you see what I carry? You see what I carry. You see that I'm an outgoing person. You see that I'm able to communicate. You see that I have a gift. And then the last one is, are you with me because you see what I will become? Because you don't want secret assassins aiming for your vision. The sad thing is that many times we have people alongside of us who wait and lie quiet so that they can try and tear you down when your dream becomes a reality. And it's the sad fact. It's sad. It's sad that we should we should have to think like this. But the thing is that we need to understand that you have, let's flip the script. Now you have something so special. You have something so special that people will try and do anything. Friends, family, they'll try and do anything. Even yourself. They'll try and do anything to try and block, stop, stagnant, make whatever's moving stagnant so your dream can't come to pass. But I'm here to tell you that with God's ability and God's gift that He's given you, that you can do it, that you can manifest it. I can't tell you when, I can't tell you how, but I can tell you it will be done. Share the keys.